Wolf Farms.
Candy corn vampire cheese, huh?
I'm done, and I'm knocking everything over. Also
Awesome.
known as Mitten Wolf everywhere. Ravelry, Twitter, what's that photo thing? Instagram.
All everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's your real name. You just use Dawn as an alias so they can't find you sometimes.
Right.
Huh? My name's James. I'm also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We have a cent a month every month, and we're coming to the end of October, so that we're coming to the end of our 25% off candy corn sale. So hurry into our shop. You can get that for 25% off everything that is in our shop in the candy corn fragrance or flavor. And we have other sale items as well. Perfect time to start stocking up for the holiday season. I want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. Got probably a quick podcast because we're both battling a cold now. But
And we have a Ravelry group too, so if you haven't joined, pause now and go join, because then you can get in on all the giveaways and the knit-alongs and
all the fun
all the
activities.
Yeah.
And all the happenings. Huh?
All the happenings.
So what's happening in this podcast?
Let's see. Farm happenings. Farmer's Almanac in the Coop. Falloon the Coop in the arena. Oops. Squeal like a pig. It's not on the notes.
Oops.
Roundup.
No. Farm happenings. What do we got?
When are you going to do all that? We didn't discuss.
Oh, we can do it now or we can do it later. We got a little holiday.
I think that could be a roundup.
Well, that's what
Well,
I was
you kinda
planning.
did it.
Okay, here's a teaser for you. We got something special to tell you about at the end during our roundup.
That's if we remember it.
That's a little holiday treat for you.
Because we have CRS. Can't remember stuff.
So, farm happenings. We're both sick. We've been sick for about a week now, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's always fun.
And the
wind.
The wind.
And it's cooling down, and it's like, all that timing, we're both plugged up, so you probably hear a little bit different in our sound of our voice there, but we've been...
But it'd be spooky, because this
Yeah,
week's Halloween.
Yeah.
It's a Fuji.
So, yeah, so we've been battling that, living on Advil, cold, and sinus, trying to keep the passages clear so we can breathe. But, yeah, that was our week.
That's more something I would say.
Do you want to say it?
No.
Edit me out.
Thank God for the neti pot, huh?
All right, so...
Got our Halloween shirts.
Yeah, well, I kind of, mine's
Well,
not,
you didn't go.
mine's not Halloween-y, but it's scary, Walking Dead. That's as good as Halloween to me, so...
Zombies.
Yeah, don't get bit.
Even Fuji had a rough start of the week after last week's chemo.
Yeah.
Monday was a really rough day. But yesterday's chemo went well. She did not want it.
She's learned mommy's tricks, and I think
Yes.
that's the issue. Because if daddy gives it to her, she takes it right away. I mean, she had no issue taking food from daddy, but with mommy, she's like, I'm not going to take that.
Yeah.
So
Fuji is our, if you're new, our applehead chihuahua, and she was diagnosed last August with lymphoma and has been undergoing chemo treatment, and she's on her second round of chemo treatment. She had 4 months remission, but now she's at it again.
yeah, well, we're out in the second half of round 2, and so still hanging in there. Huh, Fuji? Doing good.
Hanging in there. That just...
She's fighting like a girl.
Yes.
How's that? She kicking it tiny, huh?
Yeah. Crush it.
That's it. So yeah, she's doing good. But yeah, she was not gonna let mommy give her any pills, and
I fully, have to wear the
Gloves.
gloves. Don't touch nothing. It can't touch nothing, and she's like, like, so we got her down.
But she's doing okay today, huh?
Yep.
Yep. She came out wanted a treat this morning when I was cooking breakfast. So, she's feeling good if she comes and begs for food. So.
Yeah. She wanted Brussels sprouts, so
Yeah,
mommy's breakfast, huh? Yeah.
She's a crunchy dog. She eats vegetables.
Yep. So,
What else? We've been making soap, trying to get our store stocked back up. We got a rack full of more soap to be packaged up and curing, and we're gonna keep making more. Try and get stocked back in, because I know Fuji's treatments have kind of slowed us down in getting stuff done, but we should be fully stocked on everything by early November. So I know there's a couple that we're out of stock on, but those are the things that are curing now. We should be good in a week or two. So, so I've been trying to do that, get all ready for the holidays. November's our big month, so yeah. So
all the holiday scents will be coming out and stuff too. So.
Yeah, I have all the good stuff.
Yep.
And then Friday, we had planned ahead to have a container delivered. We have those big sea containers that used for storage. We have plans for one to get delivered on Friday because we're going to use that to store Dawn's grandma's stuff that's out at her house. So we wanted to get someplace we want to clear it out of the house and get her house cleaned up so that they can, I guess, eventually sell it. But there's a lot of stuff in there that they don't want to get rid of, and Don's grandma Wilma's not going to ever go back home. She's in a nursing home now. So we got one of those ordered, and they delivered it Friday. We're all feeling wonderful here and trying to get that taken care of. And then, but we did get that out, so we got to start building some shelves in there, and we can start clearing stuff out of Grandma's house. And then also on Friday, we had several months ago, we had decided when we got rid of our goats our Angora goats that we had, we ended up getting rid of them. Decided we're not going to get large animals like alpaca and stuff. We made the decision against that. And I had bought some corral panels
for the alpaca.
For the prospect of getting alpacas. And I'd gotten those, it's been a year or two now. They've been stacked up out in the back. I put them up on Craigslist, and we actually got them sold. Someone came out and picked those up on Friday as well. So that, getting those loaded and stuff it's like, so can't really rest when you got a lot of things going on. These were planned for Friday just because I was going to be off anyways, but when you're not feeling good, it's like, just get through this. So I'm feeling a little bit better than I have the last couple of days, but I'm still nasally and congested.
You're doing outside chores, I feel like really old poo.
Yeah, but it's cool and breezy,
Breezy.
It's windy out here. It always is, but it makes for a little rough time when you're trying to take care of animals and everything else. So it is what it is. That's the joys of living in the high desert. So that's basically, I think, our week.
I don't think we have our funny one.
No, we're
I'm trying.
It is what it is. Hang in there. We'll get entertaining one of these days. So, What else? That's it for Farm Happenings. So.
Okay. So, Farmer's Almanac, question number 2 from Housey Yarn. It just sounded funny to me. Funny. Well, she has the Housey Yarn. I'm going to just keep saying it. Etsy store where she sells her bags, and Christine also has the U University podcast. And this question comes from her. It is, what is your oldest stash, and then how old is it?
Oh, you got some stuff in there
Well, I do have a lot of my grandma's stuff, but that's what you would have gotten like at Walmart, FedMart,
yeah,
acrylic. I mean, you hear the crunch on the acrylic, which I use for pet, charity stuff, and but so that I don't put that in Ravelry because
Yeah, it's just that's
I was
utility.
crocheting
That's
and stuff
utility
before
yarn.
Ravelry,
Yeah,
too,
it's,
so.
it's utility yarn. It's not considered stash. It's just
So my oldest, I went and checked, as of starting Ravelry, was Knit Picks Memories. It's fingering weight in the Rocky Mountain Dusk, and I actually put it in October 31st, 2007.
Wow. So it's almost, you're coming up on 7 years.
Yeah, so this is my oldest stash. I still haven't knit with it. That's what's so weird. Really, this would be good for a pair of U socks because you got a purple shirt, that exact color for work. But I did, when I was looking at that, I have found this. Do you remember this? It's Surrey Alpaca Lash, and it's only 55 yards, but when I first started knitting, I thought this was the coolest stuff. Never used it, and you will see. I should have brought it over here because it looks like a dead animal. I got it at Morrow Fleece Works.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay. One of our vacations there.
Yeah. What I would ever, because it's the stringiest, messiest glop of stuff.
What was her name from?
Sherry?
Sherry, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got an alpaca ranch, and she's got this fiber mill that they do all the fiber stuff. And I remember, because you can see it when you're going up the coast, we used to go vacation up there every year and go past there and we stopped in there and they got all this stuff hanging. And,
Well, she lets you see the mill working and all that. And so, yeah, that made me giggle. And I put that into Ravelry on October 31st, 2007, too. So, yep, that's my oldest.
Is that when you started Ravelry? It was right around October?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in the coop.
So what's in your coop?
In the coop. Let's see. Let's start with my Scrappy Happy Blanket. The yarn this week was from Kitty Van Cat. And so I got 7 squares. This was I don't remember what that one was, but this one was a Tanis Fiber Arts, which I had never touched. I thought you were going to take that from me.
Oh.
And then there's a Mad Tosh and another Mad Tosh and then an I don't know, then a Knit Picks and then Fiber Knit. She has them all labeled and they're all labeled in my project page.
You just haven't memorized them all.
No, not with my head hurting. So.
Not yet.
Yep, 7 more and then I only need 3 more of this whole row. And this is humongous. It's, you know,
and the whole rest of it.
Yeah, I was going to show, but there's no way, even if I backed up clear to the wall, that this would show. Ouch.
Something we got to lay out and do a panoramic on it to show it. What?
It's awfully windy.
Yeah, I'm not going to go out there today.
Yeah, we were going to show, because we haven't shown all the farm animals in quite a while, and so I got all their pins cleaned up and stuff, and I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it'll wait till next week.
Yeah.
The animals are patiently waiting for us to film them. Our model chickens, you know.
Well, it was funny this morning when I was out there. Dundee kept running around Randy. Randy's our Vietnamese potbelly pig, his pin. And Randy would run right after Dundee, you know, because he would attack him, but, you know, so.
It's funny because I was, Randy's, he's my buddy. I'm the only one that can go in and really handle him. And he sees me and he always, you know, he comes over to me and he lays down against the fence because I sit there and pet him and stuff. Or I can go inside and he'll lay down and rub his belly and stuff. But I was out there, it might have been last weekend, and I had Dundee with me, and so he laid down on the fence, and they're nose to nose at the fence, sniffing each other. You know, none of them getting aggressive, but you know, it's just like curious.
Oh, Randy has gotten aggressive. He's shoved at the fence.
I mean, they're just sitting there, and he's laying, getting loving, so he's not going to move, and Dundee's just sitting there, you know, but they're nose to nose sniffing each other. It's pretty funny. Sorry, that was in my coop. It's my pig in my coop.
Yeah. Off topic there, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
So I worked on the Hyla Brook, which is our shared pattern. And that is a Paula Emons Feasley pattern. All her patterns are fabulous. And it's in my Stitched by Sasha Fuji bag. And she has these in her shop. The Fuji bags. She has it in the wristlet. She's going to be having the drawstrings in there and the Fuji stitch markers. StitchedBySasha.com. And this is done using the Fuji Apple colorway by Knitter's Nightmare. And, such an awesome colorway. Done on size 5, because everything is done on size 5s, I think. And so I did the lace portion. We kind of have separated. James does the garter stitch, and then I do the lace part. And, whenever we have, Fuji Chemo, it's kind of our
shared project.
Yeah. So.
Our together support for Fuji.
Yeah. So that's fun. Mm-hmm. Such a fun pattern. It's nice, it's relaxing, and then it's got a little bit of oomph to it. Oomph.
Well, because you got the lace part.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of.
I get the.
Yeah.
And you get the fun stuff.
Yeah. You could do the fun stuff too. We just separated it that way.
That's how it works sometimes, huh?
Yeah. So then.
I guess I can surprise you and just keep knitting, huh?
Yeah. So then, in my Sew For You Snoopy bag, I have a holiday sock that I'm knitting for James out of Desert Vista Dye Works. I know. I mentioned it last week, though.
What?
The yarn.
Oh, well, that's not the... I'm talking about the dog chewing on his bone over here.
Oh, I don't even hear it. If you hear crunching...
Then he's going to town on this bone. I meant to grab it from him before we started, so... Please excuse the dog.
Yeah.
We'll blame it on the dog. How's that? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Blame it on the dog?
Yep. Ooh, Dundee.
This is not the Scratch and Sniff podcast, but...
So, here's my Dicky Doo. And I knit all of that. And I put in the heel.
Coming right along.
Yeah, I did less, they're not wrap and turns, whatever those, this is a Fish Lips Kiss heel, but Angie Sundays, he said she doesn't do the, I can't think right now, the TS, whatever, one of the stitches. Mm. So I made it whiter to see if it'll go
Give
over.
you more room for the foot.
But I loved how the pattern has green here and red there. Kind of looks like a Santa hat. Because what's funny is on my toe, I made it look like a mouth. It looks like a sock monkey mouth.
See? How appropriate on
I'm
a
so
sock.
easily entertained, aren't I? So, yep.
Cool.
They smell like country Christmas. So that's done on size 1. And the rounded toe, I've been asked, I think I get it asked at least once a week, is the Lauren McMorty. She's also known as Limnit Crochet. Any of her sock patterns, the Rainbow Explosion, Seaweed sock, just the plain seaweed sock, Friendship sock, all of her sock patterns have her rounded toe. So that's where I get that rounded toe. But I always give her credit since she's the one that designed it.
Awesome.
I snag it on every sock I knit, so yep.
Yeah, you probably have that start memorized by
I do
now.
have the toe memorized, so.
Zoop.
Yeah.
Get
Keep
her
feeling
going.
your knee. I'm like, what
Ooh,
did I say
again.
now?
No, I'm not bumping you. I'm
You're
rubbing
touchy-feely with me.
under the table. This stuff off camera.
Yeah, woo. So then I am knitting on the Vodka Lemonade, which is Thea Coleman pattern. You want to see that? I
Sure.
bet you do. So, Thea Coleman, and that's who we're having a designer along with till the end of the year. And here is what it looks like. And this pattern was a gift from Just Run It. So, yep. And I am doing it out of Cascade Yarns Cash Vero DK in a peach colorway. Not that you can buy this because it's a discontinued yarn, but I am going to go buy up every D-stash of this
You
because
likey that
I
yarn.
love this yarn so much. I mean, I did Jimmy's cowl, upstairs, downstairs cowl that for Christmas out of that, and I cannot say enough.
So Cascade
good-
doesn't have something comparable to that?
Oh no, I haven't looked. I want this,
Mm.
and so this is on.
Picky knitter.
Yeah, this is on size. Oh, there's my yarn. Size 5s, and I did. This is about 4.5 inches because I need to actually go 5 inches. So we're almost got, this is the collar, and this is all seed stitch. So the whole
Back and
5
forth,
in-
back and forth, right? Knit, purl,
knit, purl, knit, purl.
knit.
Yeah, thank God for Continental Knitting for this. So, yep. I got the collar done, and oh, it's so, just the, look at the texture on this. It is just so cool. So, yep. Got that going.
Awesome.
Yeah. Love it.
On size 5s, of course.
Yep. Yeah, oh,
What?
did I buy these, have these last week? No, that's why I had wait to cast on.
Mm-hmm.
New needles. Yep. So,
Another set of 5s.
another set of 5s.
Now you're going to start knitting everything with a 6.
Yeah,
I
I know,
need some more
that's-
6s.
Yeah.
That's
So those are
how
all
it
my
works.
in the coops.
Awesome.
Had to
You're
double
busy.
check. Yeah. No, I have a flown the coop. You want to go see the flown the coop? Should we move right on into that?
Let's do Flown the Coop.
Flown the coop is the Sowing the Seeds cowl by Zena Perry. And this was a gift pattern from Apple Blossom FSF. And I knit this in Bijou Basin.
You knit that quick, too.
Yeah. Bijou Basin Yak Blend yarn. It's one of the Outlander colorways, something pink heather or heather, something heather. And so where's my dicky? There's the dicky do from last week. So all the way up is how much I knit, and you can see it's a super nice.
Yeah, you got that done really quick. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, it's a smaller thing, but
Well, it's still done with fingering weight,
Yeah.
so I thought it took me long to do it, but you know, and it can be wrapped twice, and I guess I could stick one. You know, you can have it the long, or which I don't know if it was. I did her, ugh, and then that'd be a tight. You can, you know, be
hey,
fishy.
and cool, windy weather, then
I
it'll
know.
keep you nice and warm.
I could have used it this morning. So, yep, it's super soft, and I soaked it in my fig soak, and
Good stuff.
yeah, and to block cat. What are you doing, kitty cat? There's no room here except our legs.
I'm in trouble.
And I put 2 of the blocking mats, I round one, and then I have the other one round over, and I slip this over it, so it makes
keeps
a
it round.
circular, yeah. So, yeah, but you can see the beautiful patterning, you know, how the lace opens up, and so, yay.
Awesome. Good job.
And the yarn has really softened up with use and
Oh, the yak.
and blocking it, because it didn't feel as soft as it does now knitting with it.
Now that's rinsed and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, smooth. So, yep.
Dundee's gonna ship some stuff out. He's digging into the shipping boxes.
Oh, I was seeing if he was burying his bone in it, but yeah. We didn't move the chair because no one was in it, but now Kazi has found it, so yeah.
Dundee's
you found your lap, and
corralling the.
Cosmo's gonna puke for you. How lovely! Jeez, it's all sound effects from here.
Yeah.
So.
The farm sounds.
Yeah. So Squeal like a pig was getting the needles this week too, and Stitched by Sasha. This is gonna be another Stitched by Sasha drinking game. Sent me 2 of her large, and I mean large, wedge bags. There's this one.
Look how deep that is. That's
Well, I'm gonna show that in a minute. You can, she irons them so perfectly. I cannot put a wrinkle in it. So you can see, because this is an empty one. It is huge. You can see so yep. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then there's this one, which is the same size. Look how big that is. You can kind of see it better. Oh, I love the fabrics. I just love these so much. These are going to be year-round, even though it's a little, because you can't really tell it's that Christmassy. And I have these trees year-round here, so.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can see, I mean, I have how many, and it's, what I love about these bags is I can stick, it holds it evenly instead of, shoving out your bag so it's distorted. It keeps its shape. Let me stuff that back in there. But there's 2, 4, 6, 8 bags. My little Sasha Notion bag.
8 skeins.
8 skeins, yeah. And look, there's still tons of room.
Working room, you don't
left,
have to.
yes, I'm not going to have to smush down my sweater, because I have another large bag, and I have to really keep my hand under here to even zip it, because it's going to catch on to my sweater. So that sweater needs to be frogged anyways. But that's another really good thing. But yet it's not way too big that if I wanted to take this with me, I couldn't.
Yeah. Well, it's not just the height, but it's also the width. You get extra width than the other bag that I think you were showing me. So. Yeah. So.
Cool. Yep. I'm test driving these for her, and so send them on. So, yep. Oh, I just love it so much. So that was exciting, and I already know what's going in this one. This one's going to be my Dark and Stormy with the Lion brand chocolate cover yarn, because it'll match the little reindeer.
It's all got to go together.
Yeah, it does. I guess the vodka lemonade, yeah. It's just, I have to use it. So, those are my
Pretty
squeals.
Awesome.
My squeals. So in the arena, we have our designer along, the Thea Coleman designer along, and I'm going to actually try to really knit 3 whole sweaters for that puppy. And then we have our Hatch and Knit, which that'll be ending the October one next week, so we'll be drawing prizes for that.
Yeah, so don't forget, get everything that you finished up in the month of October into that, and you could win a Wolf Farm gift certificate for $10.
Yep. So, I know what the other thing I was going to say about the cowl is. I did this for Pinktober for Cat B913 Knit Nerds podcast and Knitting Dens podcast. So I need to take a picture of this and actually enter it into those contests. I just thought of that.
Get to it.
It's the
Get her done.
sick medicine brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The can't remember stuff.
So, Roundup.
Roundup. Huh? Okay, well, let's...
You talk for a little bit.
Yeah, it's my turn to talk. We wanted to celebrate the Halloween festivities at Wolf Farms, so we're going to be doing a trick-or-treat for our customers. So what we're doing is through October 31st, any order that's placed that is $31 or more, we're going to go ahead and give you one of our Halloween themed cable needles. So we're going to be throwing those in any order that's $31 or more through October 31st. So you place an order and you'll get a treat. We do have
10.
Yeah, with the first 10, we have a limited number of the Halloween themed ones. So so don't delay. Go ahead and get your order in. You'll get a free cable needle. This is $10 value. Ooh. And then
and you won't get a choice of which one.
Yeah,
it's going to be a random.
Yeah, we'll be sticking in, so you don't put it into your cart. You just order $31 more. Other stuff, and we'll throw it in there for free. So that's not including shipping. So just a little trick or treat for you. For those that don't want to spend that much, what do we say on
13. We're switching.
Oh yeah, that's
numbers.
right. So lucky number 13, you order $13 or more at Wolf Farms, and we're going to throw in a free candy corn lip balm. So spend $13 or more between now and October 31st, and you get a free lip balm to go along with your Halloween treats. This is calorie-free goodness. So you get all the flavor of the candy without all of the calories to go along with it. So that's something that we got going on. And then one other thing, too, I wanted to mention is that with Halloween and trick-or-treat coming close to an end, we're heading into Christmas and Thanksgiving season. So we actually have our Christmas-themed cable needles. Here, let me do this a little better. It's our little Christmas tree cable needle and our little snowman head cable needle. So we'll have those in the shop starting today, so you can get those ordered for the holiday season. So you can do your cable needling with a little holiday cheer in there. So that's all going to be in the shop by the time you see this podcast.
Yep.
So like I say, you got about a week or so, maybe a little less. I guess October 31st is Friday, so you got through till Friday to get a little trick or treat from Wolf Farms, and then going through into Christmas, we'll have the Christmas tree and our snowman there for you to enjoy. Don't forget our candy corn is on sale till the end of the month.
Yep.
And you can get a free Wolf Farm video podcast button with any paid order. This is a freebie. No price limit. If you place an order, ask for this in the comments section, and we'll be happy to stick that in your package when we're shipping that off.
Yep.
So then you decorate your knitting bag or your button monster or whatever you got that you want. That'll be a nice decorative addition.
Yep.
I think that about does it for my part here. I think it's time for some more Advil cold and sinus. So.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by. So until next time.
Let's get cracking and hatch a net. Bye,